that we don't. Because what we need to start doing is, sorry to say, I will wait reasonably for Panti to do justice to this job. In the absence of that, we need a strong protest in Abuja and a strong petition to the IG and then to the Minister of Police Affairs. Strong one. If you all are going to get justice for Mohbad, now we are at a stage that they cannot tell us there is no video evidence. And they know we cannot go and find it by ourselves. So police will either be making a mess by saying where the phone was kept in the command, that they can't find it. If it's going to get to that stage, then we have to know that the entire Nigerian police, the entire Nigerian government are doing the same thing. But they will be telling you, police have done this, police have done that, until you get to the same police at the high level and you realize that they are not part of it at all. If you complain properly, they are ready to answer you. And I know that at this juncture, they will push us. If Panti does not do the due diligence, they will push us to the IG, and then we will have to get to the root of. And it will not be this IG itself, if possible. If this IG will not do what the public wants and stand by the truth, part of it is that God will not make it to be. We will get to the root of it, and then they will say, okay, you know what? This whole mess is now getting out of hand. All the people here now in the police that are acting, representing police now, they will be out. The new people will be there, and then the government, power that be at the highest level, will have to intervene. Because it's getting horribly messy and disgusting. I can't even believe at this stage, nonsense in Mashele. Rubbish. If they can do this to Mohbad, says, tell me tell you
can you imagine? Even none of them said that driver slept there that very day. None of them said that.
The driver is so tough because he's not ready to compromise. Let's have you talk up.
Yes, I could share. In fact, I really appreciate and I commend your efforts, your struggle, your championing the justice for Mohbad. I pray to God Almighty will crown all your efforts. And to those of other people that really want justice for Mohbad, Almighty God will crown all our efforts. Yes, sir. The truth from this matter is not far-fetched. And the truth is about to be revealed. Only that if they can take one or two steps, one or two steps will be a new complaint through the Ministry of Human Rights, Ministry of Justice in Abuja. There is a section there is a department there that deal with human rights and abuses. Tombale channel, if the foundation can take this matter, write a petition and submit it to the Ministry of Justice in Abuja, like, oh, it's as if that there are some certain set of people who are there to bring down the struggle in fighting for justice for Mohbad. They have been colliding. They have been making the same effort in bringing in for justice for Mohbad not to come to the reality. And these are the following people: number 1, Wunmi; number 2, Adura; number 3, the driver; number 4, the nurse. So if those people can be named before the Ministry of Justice, Sherry, Ministry of Justice is a different institution from the police. Even though they have a private solicitor whereby they will assign a solicitor in that regard that will speak on behalf of the foundation and query the police that, okay, fine, so far so good, niboni bobite ba ejode on independent investigation into this matter. And I'm very sure if they come in that way, we will definitely see a truth to this matter. So I will urge you, sir, take a matter hope to the Ministry of Justice this one is different from Panty, different from police. Yes, they will take it up and they will file it and they will petitions and they will copy the ID, copy all the necessary, even though to the presidency. Normal copy one. There are some people.
You know what? You have a very good one. Then let me give you a call. You know what I want to suggest?
Okay.
It might look funny. It might look a little bit sketchy or stuff with you guys. In comedy, or let me say 3 things that we can do now that will bring this case to the right path to justice finally. And number 1 is this: whatever the case might be, in the light of this new lead and of the fact that the things that they planned for me last week and this week and coming week, if all those plans failed, Panty will deliver justice for Mohbad. Some of the plans have failed. Some of it failed today. Some of it failed previously. And some of them will fail next week. And by the special grace of God and the spirit of Mohbad, the other onslaught will fail. And immediately that fails, I will want to ask, how long should we give Panty before we make the second option, which is the next move? How long? Because these are the kind of deliberations we should be having on this kind of page.
And that's the minimum of 3 working days. Irrespective of administrative.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now that they've established in Panty, that is the original section of the police that has been assigned the homicide case of Mohbad from beginning, which has the governor's consent and all of that. Okay, these are the department, these are the detective and the team given the job to do. And the governor or any bigger person have all complained that they should take the stuff away from them. The only person that complained about them is still Break the Silence Foundation to the AIG. And that is why the AIG took up the job to investigate all those lacunas, the areas they didn't touch, so that when they get to the whole facts, they will be able to give it back to them and say, yeah, now we have done the job for you, check this social person to come. But unfortunately, they took it back to the AIG. So now that they are doing the job, don't forget, they will be calling in all the suspects one by one. Some of them, they will have to do some phone forensic. They will have to check the iCloud, which are the information I am passing with the police. I am communicating with them. And they are responding back to me that we are working. There is progress. You need to give us time. I'm only asking that as a body, as the public, look at the time that they took the case now. Should we give them to the end of April and see what they will come out with?
Uncle Yobi. Emma Binu. Create an online petition so that the public will sign the petition for a re-examination of the case. Better again. That's my suggestion.
You don't understand. Hello.
Beyond that stage.
My brother, the case is already in court. I am talking about this new lead. You people are still not understand. It's because this social media stuff have messed up the whole stuff. I want to talk about factions. This new lead of video is a special gift from God. If not, without that, there is nothing anybody can do. Because the case is already in court.
April is not bad for taking up the matter before them. April ending is not bad, but if you also agree with us that giving them more time, they will continue foot dragging. No, irrespective of how lengthy time you want to give them. They will continue foot dragging. They will let you know like, oh, they have some other things they are handling. They will be giving excuses one after the other. So if we give them like, okay, fine, at the end of their failure by next week, hopefully, and Panti did not come up with a concrete evidence or concrete resolution that we want, yes, the Break the Silence Foundation can take up the matter by before the end of the April and channel it to an appropriate ministry that will look into it, that will challenge the assigned.
The point is, I won't be coming. Another thing that we cannot do is, if we are not satisfied again with the workings of Panti, I'm sorry, I have to say this in advance, I won't be able to tell you what is the next place we are facing before they go and ambush us. I hope you guys will have to accept me with me on that one.
Agreed. For security purpose, agreed.
May God bless your wisdom. May God elevate you in every way you need help. This will be a quick one. And what am I suggesting? Based on the fact that you said you wrote a letter to the presidency, I don't think that letter will go far. My suggestion might be necessary to plan a demonstration outside the Nigerian National Assembly, enlisting the support of Nigerian broadcasting companies to highlight the issue and capture the presidency attention. That is one. Then you need to accept some other forces, and I mean some others human rights fighters. Somebody like Very Dark Man, you need to associate. You need to call him into this force. I have called him
I have called him before, but I know that if we take the protest to Abuja, he will show face.
Yes, that's exactly the reason why I want you to try to get him into the movement. If you can do this, trust me, it's going to get a lot of attention from different parasisters that will support this dream. Or else, Mohbad could be unpilled to battle. Like, he might not get the justice. Because the way I'm saying things right now, a lot of things has been compromised. And they are working. The more you go, the more they are trying to shut you down. And they are using every offices in Lagos State to do just that. So now, you need to go national. You need some people who are natural investigators to come into this issue and fight it out once and for all. I believe there is one powerful person in Lagos State that was shortchanging, that was using all his influences to gaslight you.
All those people are big. They are having problem with Ashwaju already. Mohbad spirit is not playing. I can tell you for free. All we need to know, all you all need to know is that the only one of the things they can use to bring Ashwaju's government down is to still use this video evidence at a critical moment to hurt Ashwaju.
You see, this is one thing about that video evidence. One thing about that video evidence is, if there are no videos, they will not force them to bring out a videos. But if there are more pressure from Nigerians, trust me, that video will come out. And I'm telling you right now, that video is even outside there with somebody who is showing no care of Kokomi, Jekima won't tell me. But I can tell you, if that video can come to you,
hello? What happened?
Sorry, Yabale, unmute yourself again. Unmute yourself,
sorry.
please.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say, you see that video in question, sir?
Yeah, we're correcting him with the right pronunciation.
Oh, okay. Yabafe, yes, Yabafe. So what I'm trying to say is, you see that video, if you have a segment of that video with you, another one goes to Baba Mohbad. I'm telling you publicly that another person out there do have the same videos. And they're just showing no interest of submission, basically because of what is going on around the case. And they're like, oh, kukuku come, imagine Faramisiwala. But if Nigerians stood their ground, getting attention of the media, getting attention of the presidency, pushing your case before the National Assembly, trust me, there are so many giant people out there that really want to see the end of this case. They will come out and that video will come out. But if you're expecting police to force them to bring out that video, that will not be achievable because...
Okay. Now, let me ask you. Okay, yeah, Buffet. I understand there is another video evidence. Any evidence is important.
Okay, sir.
Those that have it, where do they think they want to use it?
You see, what I'm saying is,
where do you think they should have?
What I'm saying is, there are some other people that do have that video, but one fẹ́ ṣe ní ṣe pé àkókò mi má jẹ́ fara mi sí wàhálà, wọ́n tọ́jú ẹ̀ pé kò kúkú kọ àwọn, but tó bá ti rí pé fọ́ọ̀sì ó ju àwọn lọ, àwọn èèyàn ti ń jáde, táwọn kan ti ń rí ibi tí kéèsì yẹn lọ, wọ́n máa fi fídíò yẹn lẹ̀. I swear to God, ẹ máa rí fídíò yẹn from nowhere. Ẹni mọ ibi tó ti jáde, àwọn èèyàn kàn máa sọ, mo ní lọ́wọ́ gbà.
You know where I know they want to use it?
Yes, sir.
And the people that really want to use it are political distractors and detractors. That is the time things like this, they will now say, you see, politicians are funny. Even history about any political opponent or a political party, they will buy it immediately just to change people's mind away from a particular. How did they discredit Jonathan? Just because they said people in his government, they are taking money and he didn't talk. And they said he drink ogogoro only. Do you understand? And they said we drew money from NNPC that we don't know whether it's true or not. And they use it to discredit his government. I can go to bed.
There's another time. Yeah, there's another time. Very Dark Man said when he visited China, he said as soon as he gets to Nigeria, he's going to talk to a couple of people. He wanted to take a case up against Wunmi. That now he's going to burn the bridge down. But when he came back, he never mentioned that again. What could have happened?
You know, I don't know. I
don't know either. I don't know either. So what I'm thinking is.
Hello, Yabafe. I want us to have a very productive session. And I can't, like I said, you people are supporters of Break the Silence Foundation, Justice for Mohbad. So some things I will run it through you guys. Some I will only run it through the lawyers that are with us, and then we'll take actions the way we have been doing on the ground. Even this one that we wrote to the president now, it is myself and the lawyers that we decided on it, because we know this Corona inquest, we know this is going to come out today. So now, basically, this particular one of we waiting for Panti, like how long do you think we can wait for? And when we write to them that we are not getting updates, or when should we, how long do you think we can wait before we seek audience at it? Maybe I just want us to conclude on that, because as they hot new, they think today's stuff is weakening us. We must show our strength of character, and show them that so the real quest for justice for Mohbad will start, because they will tell them you have used everything, it's gone.
1 month.
So that's how I want us to debate.
Yeah, I think like we agreed before, and I think that is still reasonable with the current event that is just unfolding, that we need to give them a bit of time, and which we have agreed to be the end of the month. So I think this is just 11th of the month. So by the end of the month, I think there should be a concrete, moved by the police or, press released or actions to be taken. If not, then we can take them up.
Do you have any other person supporting this end of the month? If you are in support of it, let me see your comment in the comment section. Panelists, you can unmute your mic and say if you are in support of that. That's the essence of this panel session. Oh yeah, God's time, are you there? If you support end of April to allow Panti enough time to bring in all the stuff, and then so if you are in support of end of April, we'll wait for end of April. So before then,
it's okay. It's okay. Let's wait for the end of the month anyway.
Okay.
It's okay.
Ola,
Okay.
Wunmi, Ola, are you there? That doesn't mean that if we have any additional information, we will be sending it to them. That doesn't mean we'll not be talking to them, asking them update.
Yeah, end of the month is good enough.
Okay. Also considering a press conference to be highlighted, the lacuna, it may be a small session. Okay, we should consider a press conference end of the month as well. Okay. Now I think we have everybody supported end of the month. Do we support that after the end of the month, if we don't have any positive stuff, we should consider, getting the higher authority to again look back into the matter and add it with a protest? Do you support that? Oh yeah, let's debate that too. Expand that. Oh yeah. If after end of the month we don't get anything, do you support that? All this evidence, loopholes, the driver's report, doctor, everything, Tabani Pelusi.
Yeah, supported. Yeah,
And then
we need to take it higher and with the protest. Yes, we have to do that. Yeah, we have to do that.
Let me bring him up. You can send in your request too. If you want to come up. If you want to come up, you can send in your request. So that way, okay, now we have agreed on that too. You can bring people up, moderators.
I just done that now.
Okay, God's time. Do you support after end of April? If you don't get anything, we go to the higher authority with the protest.
Yes, so Mr. Yomi, I support. Let's just give a try again. But I know it's going to work. By God's grace, if the real one must get justice.
Okay. I think everybody on this page are supporting this right move. Okay. Gabriel, are you there? Do you want to say something?
Good evening, Yomi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I support the entire process. I want to add an additional thing. You know, the CTC of the entire corona, you need to get all the CTC of all the people who have spoken, everything, if it's possible. Then secondly, I would also suggest that you get the DSS involved, so that the DSS, so you are doing well, but at this point, the entire CTC report from the court, from the coroner's court, every single session needs to be in your hand. They've not released some of the CTC for even known best to them.
But we can always apply.
So, yeah, you can apply. Every single one should be got so that we can cross-reference all their testimonies, and you find out that they've all been lying. So that with that in mind, with their testimonies at the police station, you find that they are stuck. But the main view is that the DSS should be pulled in. Let me give an example. I heard something on QH radio yesterday where there's a case of a ritual killer that was arrested by the police, right? The DSS came in on their own because they realized that this case is more than the police. They came in uninvited because they have the power
they have to come because that's how they go in uninvited. If something happens, police don't have to invite them, they will come in. So this one too, before it snowball into anarchy, they must come in.
So the DSS, they are watching carefully, and I'm sure many of them are disgusted. So they can come in on their own, but we go to invite them, persuade them, so you are doing well. And all those characters that are planning all these moves, their days are numbered by the grace of God. So have to tell me, you are doing well. Please protect yourself. You need to have bodyguards. People who want, but you need to have bodyguards to follow you everywhere, including the police station. And anytime you are going, make it known. Do not be quiet. Do not be quiet. Because they want you to be quiet. Do not be quiet. So whenever you are going to the police station, announce it to your team. Let them know. I'm also be by you. So that as you go in,
the trap for me, I escaped it today.
Our trap here, give updates as when you attempt and when you escape. Every single thing needs to be made public as per your escape. Because they want you to stop talking so that we don't know what's going on. But importantly, my prayer is that the DSS, once those guys come in,
don't worry, we won't discuss which of the federal agents we're going to be engaging next. I won't be saying that, but I've had your suggestions. It could be any of them.
Thank you so much, sir.
So
thank you very much.
We all should just understand, just be rest assured that we'll make the right move that the public wants going forward. But we'll wait till end of April and see what. So let's just go about our normal activities. If we see any new thing, we'll send to the police in Panti. Everybody might share, but knowing fully well that an NGO that is reputable is on this matter, and we are not going to back down. NGOs don't back down. No matter how long it takes, we'll be on the case. Even when people think it's already quiet and cold, then they will see us spring up, because underground we'll be working until justice. Because this time they cannot take me out of the case. They cannot take me away. It's nothing like Kilo coming back. That they are deceiving some people that they will write. They should tell your family to come out his hand from the case. Is our family, is our son. No, quiet. LA, I'm already involved. They wanted to take my 3 million. And that means I am now a core and a serious complainant. And by so doing, we have seen clearly that the entire lifeline on that in that particular area is now getting exhausted. And it's because they would have to listen eventually and say, we need our unity more than the division. We that we are telling them that I've been with the government. I know when some things are put up to, just shagbeloju, and they just want to listen. They think you're on the same page with them. You are in for something. They are calling you names because, I don't know, because it's social media. But they'll begin to see the light and say, wow, so this person has seen farther than we can see before. Because some people, they are slow learner. Some people, they can easily be hoodwinked into some deceit. Because they will just like, this person talking knows what it. No, some of these people, they don't know jack shit. They don't even have a background in most of these things when it comes to when you are dealing with government or powers that be. As it is now, we are going to be using the two angles, the conventional solution and the political solution. And the political solution, I have started it already. I have been able to write to the president and highlighted quickly that these people don't love your government. And these people you are talking about, they are using Asiwaju's name to actually shield. Because they were making it, oh, the people behind this case, they are close to the president. They are this, they are that. We don't want to hear all those nonsense again. Asiwaju, that we know, will never be in support of such criminality. And it was even when I got to the AIG office that I got to know that even the current commissioner of police, it was myself that was explaining to him the entire situation of Mohbad's case. When he came, it was me. He should come out and deny it. I was the one that was giving him the breakdown, and he said, okay, what about this one? He was asking, he has no idea. He only heard about it briefly. The AIG, he was like, oh, that case, so it's not over. So what's the situation? By the time I explained, he said, what? No, they should go and do this, they should go and do that. Don't be surprised that the next thing, the head of DSS, Minister of Police Affairs, even the Inspector General of Police, they are not aware. And they will be interested. So, as they are doing, I will not say which one we are going to because I don't have to say it here. Before they will go and lie against us there or do ambush us, they will just see real movement. And trust me, solo, you guys will hear that something is happening again. Hello for Komale. Ìyá Mohbad ò tí pariwo dáadáa. Ó sì máa pariwo tó máa jó palongo. Around Damala go and want team more life. Oh, team any turn back I know they back down. So don't mind, don't worry. They will say, oh, this is your me. He doesn't back down. Let's find a way to blackmail him, to take his life, or his child. They have planned so many things, but I have known ahead. Today they planned something, they failed. One waste to go. Man, no, one waste to that. They will waste their money and they will not get something out of it. Because I can't be bought. In this Mohbad's case, no, I have no price. And they should hear that and they should hear it clearly. I have no price. And they should never even make an attempt to tell me, okay, this is it. We just want to beg you. Don't let justice be served. Bring out the full video of the 30 seconds that was sent to me and match it up with the confession via TikTok and arrest the rest of the people. Immediately they establish that, arresting the rest will be very easy. So it will get to a stage we will know. Anyway, Mohbad is fighting. All those shielding that we hear, they are shielding the suspect. They are beginning to have serious problem, and we would have to expose them more and let the president know that these people are planning with your enemy. I know one of the enemies of the president that is calling the police in zone 2, screaming at them. And I will ask the president, I will ask Sheyi Tinubu, go ask them IG to call the officers in zone 2, and they should tell you the name of that person. He wants to become president, and he is getting this kind of access to this kind of evidence, and you want to close your eyes. This person will ruin your father's government, and I will expose all of them. They should call the 2 officers investigating in zone 2. One of these presidential aspirants who is an activist has been calling to threaten the police officers. When it is time, I will expose him. But I will want to tell the president and his son, ask them to summon them, ask the IG to summon them. And the officers will tell you who has been calling them, threatening them. They know what they are doing.